He's pulling her with the... Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Malachi.
Liana.
We're back with Percy Jackson in the Olympians, Season 1, Episode 5. Hey, Liana, that's a heck of a shirt. What is that?
It's Third Street Reactions merchandise.
Oh my gosh, I need to get one of those. Yeah! Alright guys, last episode, I think it was one of my favorites. So far it's the second and the fourth episode I like quite a bit. Still, you know, some things that as I'm watching it, I had to kind of allow myself just to take it in and forgive. But other than that, the fact that, well, I guess I don't want to steamroll the conversation. Malachi, last episode, what happened, bud?
Well, major part, the water, Poseidon. There's a hole inside the Athena thing, the tunnel at the very top, the very tall thing.
So that big sculpture that was kind of
Monument.
like the monument, yeah.
Athena. They were up there, and then this big tiger-looking person came up with the mother of demons.
Yeah, the mother of monsters.
Tiger-looking animal.
Demon monsters.
Do you guys remember what that monster is called? I don't remember either. I have to look that up. But one thing we learned, it was kind of an infant, and therefore it would always stay close to its mother.
Yeah.
And we also know that
It's not well trained.
I think they're related somehow because her grandfather was their great-grandfather. So they all kind of descended from a family line. But, you know, she believes that forbidden children or demigods are one of the greatest threats. So she goes around killing them. Yeah, I hated her too. But Percy did do something brave, though. If you remember, do you remember what happened?
He locked himself in.
What happened was
I really thought it was dumb, though.
What's that?
I really thought he was gonna like die.
Well, I didn't think he was going to die because the show's named after him. So
I know he carries the show.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if it was the best choice until the
Well, here's the thing. Okay, this is why you're wrong. Every time we see Percy in a situation, you remember in the beginning of the episode he was with his mother at the swimming pool?
Yeah.
Okay, what was he doing?
He was trying to learn how to swim.
Okay, but how was he acting?
He didn't want to.
Yeah, he was kind of being a coward. Do you remember when he was kind of complaining to Annabeth that his father didn't want to acknowledge him and it's about strength and he says that I don't think it's supposed to be that way. He's
selfless.
Now we know that he can sword fight. We know he's the son of Poseidon and he has shown examples where oh my gosh, this guy can fight if he really needs to. But
he can breathe on the water.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. At the end, he can now breathe on the water. But there hasn't been a lot of examples where it's shown that he is leading from the front. But the fact that he was willing to die for his friends, I think that showed incredible virtue and bravery. And when he was about to die, Poseidon took notice, didn't he?
What if he has been able to breathe under the water? He just learned how to.
He might have. You're right. He might have. Because think about it. How many situations in your life do you test that?
No.
You don't at all. Anyways, guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, just leave a comment down below. Check out our merch. Also, go to our Patreon. We have full-length uncut reactions, and we also have up to 4 weeks early access. Make sure you guys stick around after the reaction for the post-talk. Let's jump in. Oh, that was like a rat.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing is scary as hell.
Bro, that's so cool. How do they do this in real life? CGI.
Well, he is underwater, I believe.
The water's still going in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they do that.
He was in the river. Okay.
Yeah, remember Leon said it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even know what happened, right? Because they're... Monsters.
Dude, they're looking right at us.
What? Come on. Let's go find Percy.
What does it look like they did? Because...
I know it.
That was just an old lady to other people.
Yeah,
It looks like they did all that?
Looks like a new man, doesn't he?
No.
Hi. Look, I'm sorry about shoving you in the stairwell. Hearing myself say that sounds really bad, but I knew you'd never agree, and there wasn't enough time.
Look at that.
She's just glad she won't get in trouble.
What?
She's just glad she won't get in trouble.
Why would she? People fail on their... What are these called? These missions.
So, you're not as dead as we thought you'd be? We need to go to Santa Monica.
What, now?
My father's gonna meet me there. He's gonna help us.
She told her that? She told him that?
Yeah.
The police think that we crashed an Amtrak train and then did that.
Dad, that's what I thought.
Isn't that gonna make it hard for us to get on a train? Or a bus?
Taxi truck or Uber.
He has a plan. Oh, maybe it does. They're just gonna walk.
A walk?
Hey, guys.
It's gonna take forever. How do they know where they're going?
How far is Santa Monica from?
How do they know where they're going?
From California to New York, far. One's East Coast, one's West Coast.
I mean, we don't even know who actually stole the thing. Or why. Maybe when we started, my head wasn't fully in this, but since the river, it all feels different somehow.
Hmm.
He saved me.
Breathe underwater.
Yeah.
My dad. I guess I just really never thought that's something he'd do for me.
We could have died.
Nope, well,
Car.
Get off the road.
That's not a car, it's a bike. Just let it pass. Come on.
Oh no. They're still gonna run away now.
What are they gonna do when it's like?
I'm saying, we're not just trying to retrieve a thing. Why are you being weird with me again? I thought we weren't doing that anymore.
I'm not being weird.
Yes, you are. You've been weird since we left the arch.
But she likes that.
I get it. It doesn't have to be a thing, you know? They hug me.
Oh boy.
I mean, we're like friends now. It seems like a thing friends do. At least I think they do.
I saw the fates. And I saw Atropus cut a piece of thread.
And that's bad, or...
Fates weave the life strand of every living thing. When you see a string cut,
It means one of us is going to die.
Oh God, really?
We're all gonna die, eventually.
Oh my gosh.
It's a warning.
We need to talk about this whole fate thing.
how far is that
Let's see
bike?
that
We
bike
old
from
ladies
that
with a
far
ball
away.
of yarn can't know what's gonna happen. What I choose to do changes what's gonna happen. I can choose to do anything I...
Stop.
Oh shit.
This guy gonna be...
Maybe it's sent by
Zeus?
maybe
This
it's
guy-
sent by the gods.
beg pardon?
I asked if you could use some help.
That guy is in Joe Dirt.
Appreciate you
They're
asking,
not all
though.
gonna
So
send that
long.
bike.
Because you guys are so behind schedule.
He was.
Yep.
Yep, there he is.
I mean, summer solstice is just a few days away. And as much as I'd love to see a good war pop off, as your big cousin, I feel like maybe I want to give you a hand.
Cousin?
Aries.
You must be Athena's kid.
Aries.
Always got to be the wisest one in the bunch.
Why would you help us?
Because I'm doing exactly the same thing as you. Listen, dummies, I'm hungry. There's a halfway decent diner up the road. If you want my help, you'll meet me there. But don't dawdle. Won't wait
It's Aries. That's crazy.
So is he
he-
one of
Is it
does Zeus have a bunch of forbidden kids, or is that before the bat or before the pact?
Because he's old. He's like 40.
How far do they have to walk? And he's just waiting there for like 45 minutes, you know?
I guess this is the right place.
Who is he talking to?
Family history. Watch
I
this.
mean, he's looking at a funny meme.
Nothing makes me happier than a good old-fashioned burn-it-down fight. Huh, okay, done. So your quest is going to fail. Ask me how I know.
It isn't gonna fail.
Percy was always troubled, but I never thought he was capable of something like this.
Who's that? My stepdad. What's he doing?
Wait for it.
A kid that messed up, what wouldn't he do?
How does he know about that?
Wild, right?
I'm gonna kill him.
I knew I was gonna like you.
Shouldn't you be out there looking for it?
There's no fear in you, is there? Doesn't matter. Whether the bolt's retrieved or not, Zeus is going to war with Poseidon.
What
No.
book is for them?
The Oracle said if we returned the bolt, there wouldn't be a war.
Is that what she said? Or is that what Chiron said she meant? You're new to the family, young one, so let me fill you in on how
Oh, here we go.
work. See, years before I was born, my grandpa Kronos ate my aunts and uncles. Yeah. Then my dad made him puke them back up, then chopped him into a million pieces, so that kind of set the tone right out of the gate. Olympians fight. We betray. And that's why I love my family so much. My dad knows. I think he feels it's just time for a war, so we're gonna have a war. Isn't that great?
He's so red.
Aries is God of War.
Saving
So
this quest. We're stopping this war. You said you can help. Can you?
You get me my shield back,
Shield?
and I'll get you to the underworld by lunch tomorrow with a plan to invade Hades' palace.
Why can't
Left your shield?
get it to see get the shield?
Forgot on the merry-go-round?
Okay, the chirping was funny to me for a minute, but it is getting old.
Kind of getting old to
We
me.
have a deal, or am I killing all three of you so I can eat in peace?
Great.
So I'm gonna keep the satyr here as collateral so you don't run off.
What? No.
Okay.
No way.
If you wanted to kill us, we'd be dead by now.
I think Ares the god of war should search about this.
Can I just walk them to the door? I know what I'm doing. Go, get the shield. I'll be here when you get back.
Something fishy's going on.
Waterland?
How'd
Oh,
it take
that's
us so long to
something.
get there?
Yeah.
I haven't
I
seen a
figured
lot
that'd be like in the middle of
movies, but
Texas.
This seems like exactly the kind of place to suggest to avoid.
Good for Percy to get through his water.
I never seen any kind of movie. I'll have to take your word for it.
Like never, never?
Is there another kind?
Now that Russ is dead in a few days, we really ought to fix that. You're missing out.
Wait, Percy, stop!
That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's celestial bronze.
Oh, fascinating. Annabeth, what is happening right now?
Celestial bronze is what your sword is made of. If you're a human, it'll pass right through you. If you're a monster or a demigod,
Well, what's it doing there?
that's a great question.
The Waterland not for
A god built this.
What kind of god builds amusement parks?
Hephaestus.
Why would Hephaestus build an amusement park?
Maybe he finds them amusing?
get
That's
out.
really not funny, Annabeth.
Relax, I'm on it. I get this. Just push through it.
Because weren't you the one this morning who saw the fates say one of us is gonna die and we should take it really seriously?
Percy,
Yeah?
just push.
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
It's meant to scare us. It's a test.
Like if you get locked in there, that'd be terrifying.
Hephaestus wanted to know at any time one of us came poking around this playground. Guess now he knows.
If you're wanted, though, he might give you up, right?
What if a human walked through it and died?
No, because they said a human, it would just pass right through.
Been around a long time, little boy. Met a lot of people.
I'm 24.
Good for you.
We met at the solstice. On Olympus?
A protester.
Oh, I wasn't one of the protesters. I'm a fan.
Satyrs sing songs about their feelings. Satyrs are not fans of mine.
Nature is brutal. Red in tooth and claw, right? You are the champion. All of that. I respect it.
So what are you, like a casual World War II buff? You've seen Saving Private Ryan, have you?
I prefer the Turbot War. The Lobster War. The 335 Years War. Your deep cuts.
Those are wars where hardly anyone died.
I like your mellower stuff. There's something cool about overwhelming force and a quick surrender.
No one talks about those anymore.
They should.
He's getting inside his mind.
Yeah. Yep.
It's terrifying. This.
Ever seen anything like this?
If it belongs to the god of craftsmen, what was the god of war doing here? Aren't they enemies?
Ares the god of war.
Split that.
Who's Odin then?
I'm guessing
Odin?
Ares is always
It's Greek. It's
Aphrodite.
Norse.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
One thing Ares was telling the truth about, this family is a mess.
Where's that shield at?
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Friday?
That's terrible.
Don't you even try to tell me not to be weird about this.
Let's go check out the scary ghost ride. Why not?
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I've seen too many scary movies for this.
It's so short. What if something like bite you?
It's just
in the
terrifying.
water?
Look at that.
There's like monsters in the water.
Nope. Oh, come on.
Whoa, that's cool.
Ursula.
We're going to see some fiction play out.
What the heck?
Got pregnant.
I know this. My mom told me these stories all the time.
Okay.
She said this is what the gods are like to each other. This is the kind of family they are.
Bad.
She was trying to keep me away from you guys. Maybe she should have been preparing me better.
Yeah.
Maybe she was preparing you. So when you got to us, you'd be different than this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Yes. No, just. Oh,
That's
okay.
terrifying.
That'd be fun as hell, though.
That would be. Yeah. Never been on an amusement park. Never been to an amusement park.
I've been on some of these.
So how does the water not get down there?
You been to Disney World?
I've been to Disney? No.
No.
So I've been on some rides like this, and they're fun. I just can't do like roller coasters 500 feet in the
water
air.
Never done that.
is-
I want to go
water-
backwards on one.
The water is dirty. That's so nice.
That's
What if
bad.
they fell out of the boat?
There it is. Ares shield.
How do you get your shield there?
Dude, you can breathe.
Goodness gracious.
Get out.
Yeah, you can breathe underwater.
She can't. She can swim though. Can you not swim?
But she's negative buoyancy.
You're right. Negative buoyancy.
He's pulling her with the water. Oh my gosh, he just
Cool. How do you
waterbended.
learn how to control the powers?
He just waterbended.
Qatar will be proud.
Can her hair get soaked?
Yeah, don't look that wet. Tell you
I
that.
can't.
Did you just pull me out of there with that water power stuff? Did you just?
I don't know. Maybe. Figuring this out as I go.
How are they gonna get
That
them
woman's
out?
got some hips. Jesus.
How are we supposed to get that thing
See,
down?
have you seen Wonder Woman?
Of course.
I bet it's gonna like trigger something if they step on it. Can he
It's a
just
machine, but
use water? Like
how do you start the machine?
He doesn't know how to use it yet, honey. Just watch.
he just
He's still figuring it out.
I hate kids.
Can do it on demand.
All of them. I hate my own kids. Maybe less than other kids, but still not fond of them. Look what I made. What are butterflies for? My knee hurts. Ugh. And I have to sit through their presentation. That night is the worst night of the year every year by far.
This one in particular, since one of those kids somehow walked off with the master role.
Says you. Who knows who actually took it? Plenty of people hate my dad enough to try.
Not many people who could pull it off. Someone Hades could have recruited for the job.
Says you.
And someone who could slip away long enough to do it without being missed. Bold enough to cross zoos. Stealthy enough to get their hands on the thing.
Enough.
Was it him?
Not everything is a puzzle that needs to be solved. You're as bad as my sister.
Wonder who his sister is.
Was she always like that?
Who?
Your sister, Athena.
What do you-
Always making things more complicated than they
Sister
need to be, so
Athena?
people will think she's smarter than you.
Thank you. I can't be the only one who sees it, right?
No, not at all. Totally.
It's like people only see what they want to see and ignore anything at all that doesn't fit the story they like to tell themselves.
Exactly. Like you being the one to find the lightning thief and not her.
What do you mean by that?
What?
Phil the thief. We both know your friend didn't steal the bolt.
Yeah. But Zeus thinks he did. Which is kind of all that matters, right?
Shut up.
It was a gift.
What's he trying to do?
Purpose. Hephaestus offered it to Hera,
in his head.
but as soon as she sat in it, she couldn't get up. All the gods tried, but the machine was too smart. It was too much. Even for them.
So the creator of this has to be really familiar with.
Greek mythology, yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, they said if Hephaestus let Hera free.
I'll do it.
What? Wait a minute.
Whoever goes in isn't coming out. That seems pretty clear.
I know, that's why I said wait.
This isn't the arch seaweed brain. You're not pushing me into the stairwell again.
Yes, I am.
We're not gonna come back.
this time. It doesn't work that way.
It's why you're here.
Excuse me?
When I was choosing my team, I told Chiron I needed someone who wouldn't hesitate to sacrifice me if the quest required it. You were right.
Huh.
I can't believe it, but the fates were right. There's no getting around this. You're better at this than me. You just are.
If they go through, if they sound that, they're gonna fall through.
I want your holy voice say, "Boy."
If they stand on that, they're gonna fall through.
I don't really know how it kills them, but
Stephen Ecuador.
How do they know it's gonna kill them now?
they're just figuring it out. Okay, they just figured it out. I bet he's wrong, but I don't think.
I need you to promise me something.
I'm not leaving the underworld without your mom.
Thank you.
Word.
He's not gonna die. He's the main actor.
Maybe swing back here and try to get me out of this thing.
You think you had to ask?
Just making sure.
Has beautiful eyes. God, ocean eyes.
Yeah, the acting is good right here too.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah, me too.
Uh oh, the gears are grinding.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I mean, the gears are turning, not grinding.
Oh, fuck.
Turning, grinding.
One.
Oh no, I'm gonna burn it or something.
I don't know. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Stand up.
I can't.
Percy, stand up. I mean
It's
it.
okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
On the inside.
A brave kid.
That's-
His dad. His dad. Hold on.
Damn.
How did he get his shield there in the first place? That's stupid.
I don't really exactly know how that went down.
Okay, well, this makes no sense because that's literally the main character, and if he just stays there, then.
Yeah, something will happen. I don't know. These damn quests.
Try to undo it.
Yeah, I want to kind of see her abilities.
How are you gonna undo that?
I don't know.
You can't trick the gods. Oh.
Do you need some help finding your way out? So, off you go.
I'm not leaving without my friend.
Yeah, that isn't really how it works. It can't be undone.
How do you know?
Because I built it.
The wise guy, I think.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not leaving here without my friend. And if you aren't going to help me, could you maybe leave me alone so I can focus?
In spite of what my brother might have told you, I am not someone who'll be pushed around.
Brother.
So he took his brother's shield.
How she gets. But this was a lot. You walk out of here with that shield, and you're a hero, on your way to the greatest glory. And you will be forgiven. And all will go back to being as it always has been. Always will be. As it should be.
It isn't how it should be. It isn't. Zeus is that way. My mother is that way. He's better than that. Maybe I was that way once.
Look
But
at
I
that guy.
don't want to be that way anymore.
That's a big character moment for her, man.
Yeah, dude, that's why we're not talking to her yet.
He's gonna undo
So
it
good
for
anymore.
her.
Look at him. Look at him. Yes, sir.
Oh, what do you know?
Thank God.
Do you think his Zeus gonna be mad at him?
No, I think that's what he wanted to hear.
I'd be so happy.
Some of us don't like being that way either. I'll put in a good word with your mom for you.
Dang.
Good. Awesome.
Where's our ride?
So he knew that happened, but his brother interfered. Not interfered, but his brother did something about it.
Yeah.
He knew that one of them turned into gold.
I don't know if I'd do that.
But in a few hours, this thing is going to be at the Lotus Casino in Vegas. Hermes hangs out there. You play your cards right, and his personal driver can get you to LA in minutes. Here.
Hermes?
Close, cash, drachmas to summon Hermes. I'd wish you luck, but what good would it do
Who's
you?
gonna drive
We're
him
not
there?
gonna fail.
Your dad had plenty of kids he stopped caring about once he lost interest. You'll have lots of company.
We're not gonna fail. You think you know who I am, but you don't. And if you aren't careful, you're gonna find out.
Percy.
Maybe he respects
Do you
that.
think we could get some paper towels or something? It's not that nice in here.
Love it. It's not that nice in here, you pussy.
I know who stole the Master Bowl.
Hey. Boom! That's pretty cool. Guys, that was a reaction. This is our discussion. First of all, I want to say I thought that was a damn good episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was my favorite, but I really liked it. I mean, the last episode was cool because of the Poseidon stuff, of saving him, and because of the tiger thing. I like this. I also really like that actor who was playing Ares, God of War, as you pointed out. I've seen him in a few things, but the thing that I really remember him from is from Joe Dirt as a guy who put him in the pit. Funny as hell. I gotta take you guys through it.
This
What-
episode explained more than the last episode, so
Yeah, it did. Is that is that something you liked about it, or
yeah.
okay? What'd you like about it?
I mean, all the, like, I think Percy speaking out against the ward guy was a big
Standing up for himself.
he respected that, and he also respected the way that that they both came back, because I think he knew what would happen, and
Yeah.
he saw that they both came back, so he knew there was something would happen.
I like the character growth for Annabeth. What about you?
Yeah, I do so.
Yeah, Percy changed her. She was kind of I don't know. I think she was just kind of one of those.
She got down on her knees.
Not cold-hearted. No. She grew up in that culture where they respected honor above and bravery above all else. Now, those two things aren't bad, but because the gods are also like having all these children and forgetting about them, and I think the dark side of their culture is like
Lyric Dad.
is these warring families and stuff like that. Yeah, Annabeth to me started out as just annoying, and that probably was a choice that they made, because when she stops being annoying and she gets on Percy's side and uses like that, I think that strength and bravery that she has, it's going to become like a positive quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, they called him the Lightning Thief. I know one of the books is called the Lightning Thief, so they called him the Lightning Thief. I probably should have put that together. But there we go. You mentioned during the reaction that the guy who blew the whistle and he created the gold chair, the craftsmanship god. I don't know much about Greek mythology. I think you know more than me, actually. Is that what he's called?
I don't know. I heard it earlier when they were talking about whenever they looked at the roller coaster and it was like really nice, well done. They said, God of craftsmanship.
Oh, okay. And the thing, Liana, that they're supposed to pass through. Okay, so that thing, if you were listening, humans can pass through that. That's why they have an amusement park. But if a god or a demigod or whatever goes through that thing, or a monster.
It's a demigod or a monster.
Yeah, a demigod or a monster. It just keeps track of it, I think. I don't know why there's all that ballyhoo with that thing. There's blades coming down to kill you. Maybe if it's like you try to go back the other way, it'll kill you. I don't really know why those are there.
It was testing them.
Yeah, maybe it was a test, yeah.
Drop all the way.
Yeah. And also Grover using because Grover just is kind of the guy who, I mean, obviously he was friends with Percy, but he just complains. He's the weakest of the bunch. But
he's the smartest.
In this episode, he really got the shine.
I think he's the smartest of them. So.
Yeah, I think he's the smartest. That's right. Anyways, I don't think I got anything. Oh, Malachi, you mentioned negative buoyancy. So David Goggins, who is a Navy SEAL, African American, it's very hard for African Americans to get into the Navy SEAL program, or to pass, I should say.
Their bones are lighter.
And it's because lots of times they have negative buoyancy.
Their bones are lighter, yeah.
Yeah, or they're heavier, right? They sink. They're not strong swimmers on average. That's why
That's why Michael Phelps is the greatest swimmer, and
the greatest runner is black.
Annabeth wasn't able to swim.
Well, okay, we're talking about the top 1%. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a black all-state swimmer, but you probably won't have a black Olympic swimmer.
I know that, but why was Annabeth like drowning?
I'm not sure why she was.
Is a buoyancy.
Yeah, that's a negative buoyancy he was talking about. I'm not sure why she was struggling. I think it was just for dramatic effect. It was also a chance for Percy, obviously, to use his powers for Annabeth, you know what I mean? That's kind of why it was there. But the negative buoyancy thing, it is a thing. So, it's unfortunate, right? Funny enough, I think in our lineage.
Do I have it?
Well, you're Filipino, and you're only a quarter Filipino. Anyways, guys, great episode. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
No, sir.
Nope. Liked it quite a bit. Like I said, it's tied for my favorite. Anyways, guys, if you don't want to wait the next week, check us out on Patreon. We have the next one on there. If not, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.